Sunram. Sunram finds an OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles a twine.
Now it's Matty Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
To the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for handing.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Tuesday evening from Central Cass High School. It's Division A Region 1 boys basketball here tonight, featuring the Wahpeton Huskies at 7-6 on the season, squaring off with the Central Cass Squirrels, who sit at 4-8. I'm Chase Miller. Welcome to our pregame conversation. Still ahead, we'll get to our latest Division A basketball polls, your Region 1 standings and out-of-town scoreboard. But first, let's dive into the matchup here between the Huskies and the Squirrels. Wahpeton, the visitors on our Bank North scoreboard here tonight, head coached by Jeff Ralph with back-to-back Region 1 victories, going to Valley City last week on Tuesday and thumping the Highlanders 70-44, then holding Lisbon to 30 points in their win on Friday night down in Wahpeton in their last contest, 50-30. It was the least amount of points the Huskies have given up against an opponent here this season. Leading the way in scoring is Braden Steffens here, the 6'1 junior guard with 15 points per game, and Jack Gilbertson, the 6' freshman, at 13 points per contest. After tonight for Wahpeton, they will have a 2-point game with Northern Cass on Friday, hosting the Jags on Friday down in Wahpeton. Well, for the hometown Central Cass Squirrels, coming off a road victory at Oak Grove on Friday, 76-62. Easton Holland had 27 points, 9 rebounds in the win, and Cash Lorenz added 15 points as well, with Brody Runks 13 for the Central Cass Squirrels. The Squirrels 4-8, 2-3 in Region 1 play here for head coach Matt Norman's club. After tonight for Central Cass, they will make their way to Valley City on Friday, then host a doubleheader with Shiloh Christian on Saturday, with boys and girls basketball here for Matt Norman and the Squirrels. Earlier this season, Central Cass went down to Wahpeton and picked up a 3-point win, 60-57, back on January the 7th. Down in Wahpeton. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, take a look at your Region 1 standings, your out-of-town scoreboard, that and more before we hear from the coaches of Jeff Ralph of Wahpeton and Matt Norman of Central Cass. This is our pregame conversation here today from Castleton on yourliveevent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
This is Chris Brecken from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. We specialize in seed meter calibration, planter maintenance, and offer the full line of precision planting products. Walking your fields with you, helping you identify maintenance issues on your planter, developing a plan that puts you back in control of your planter. That's what we do here at Agassiz Precision Ag. Stop by or give us a call. Agassiz Precision Ag, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
A reminder for basketball fans following Division A Region 1 boys basketball this year, make sure you circle these dates. The Region 1 tournament will be March 10th through the 12th. That'll be a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at the Shack in Fargo. Then the state qualifiers will be that preceding Saturday, March the 15th as well. The Division A State qualifiers will be earlier in the afternoon at 1 and 3 o'clock, with the B being at 5 and 7. We'll have audio-only coverage for you on yourliveevent.com for both the girls and boys Region 1 basketball tournaments. State this year for A will be at the Bismarck Event Center on March the 20th through the 22nd for boys basketball. Latest standings in the region: Kindred the whole shot at number 1 with a 2-point victory over Northern Cass last night in Kindred. Brad Wales Vikings sit at 6-0 in Region 1 play. Wahpeton Huskies with back-to-back wins have elevated to number 2 now in the region at 4-2. One of their region losses coming at the hands of Central Cass. Northern Cass sits at 2-2, followed by Valley City at 1-1. Central Cass, with their win over the Grovers on Friday night, elevated to 5th at 2-3 in the region. Lisbon is 2-4, and then Oak Grove sits at 1-6. Earlier this week, last night in Kindred, the Vikings swept by the Jags in both boys and girls basketball. On the boys' side, 74-40 with a victory for the Kindred Vikings in their 2-point win over Northern Cass. This evening on yourliveevent.com, you have Oak Grove and Thompson here tonight for high school basketball. Also, Oak Grove making their way down, Valley City also making their way down to Lisbon here this evening as well for high school basketball. Again, that is on yourliveevent.com here this evening. So for more information or for more on the website, simply go to our YouTube channel, hit subscribe, or simply go to our website, yourliveevent.com, for more information. This is, again, high school basketball here today between the Squirrels and alongside with them, the Wahpeton Huskies. Taking a look at Wahpeton, head coached by Jeff Ralph on this season. Some other guys to make note of here: Jackson DeVries, the 6'2 senior guard, 4 points per contest. Trayton Malk, awfully good in football and really good in basketball as well, 9 points and 6 rebounds. We talked about Brody Runkle-Lorenz and also Easton Holland as of late, but Keegan Peterson, 7 points in their win over the Oak Grove Grovers for Central Cass, and Andrew Zemer also has 7 points and 5 rebounds in their win for the Central Cass Squirrels, that again coming back at the hands on Friday night. That's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard and the latest Region 1 standings. When we come back after this, we'll hear from the coaches. First up is Jeff Ralph of Wahpeton. Then we'll be joined by Matt Norman of the Central Cass Squirrels. It's all ahead of our starting lineups and the opening tip tonight here from Castleton. It's Region 1 boys basketball on yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels! As we continue on our pregame show here today from Castleton, it's the Wahpeton Huskies going up against the Central Cass Squirrels for Division A Region 1 boys basketball. Joining us again from Wahpeton is the head coach. That is Jeff Ralph. And Jeff, a couple of Region 1 victories your last 2 times out. Going to Valley City, picking up a home win against the Lisbon Broncos. Just what have you liked about your team's performance in the last couple of Region 1 games here, Jeff?
Well, we've really defensively been locked in. I think our ball pressure, our rebounding's gotten better, and those 2 things have led to offense for us, which is kind of the way we have to play. You know, we're not real big, so some pressure defense really helps us out and keeps teams out of the lane where they can score.
What do you remember from the first time you played against Central Cass, and what challenges do the Squirrels provide a second time around?
Well, the Holland kid he's really been playing well, and when you look at his shot chart game after game, he's got 5-6 buckets inside. He makes a 3. And he shoots 10 free throws every game, so we'd like to keep him off the free throw line today. We'd like to keep him out of the lane. But he presents a challenge, and he really hurt us at our place in that first game where, we just didn't rebound it maybe as well as we should have. But I think that, and then, when you couple a guy like that who can go to the hoop with the shooters they have, the Wrens and Peterson and the Zimmer kid, I mean, they present a problem where you can't really help that far. So, defensively for us, if we can match up and shut some guys down, that'd be good.
Talk about some of your players here, particularly that have played well for you this season. Let's start with Jack Gilbertson, the freshman guard, 13 points and 3 rebounds. Just kind of what have you seen from an underclassman in his performance?
He's just been solid. I mean, I didn't foresee him being this good right now. I mean, we saw flashes of him being really good last year, but he's been really solid on his feet, I think, where he's gets in the lane, he jump stops and pivots, and he makes a move and scores that way. And I think sometimes young guys get going where they just shoot a layup and then they get blocked. So he's been just really solid that way, and defensively he's been really good too.
What have you seen just from Braden's performance? Similar, 15 points leading you guys in scoring for the junior guard. Just kind of what have you seen from him this year?
Well, he's our point guard for 2 years now, and he's a guy that we can put the ball in his hands and just let him go, and he gets into stuff. And I think about all the scoring he does, but you know what? When somebody's open, he gets them the ball, and he puts them in a good position to score too.
Final thing for me, Jeff, what's the one thing you have to do well tonight for 4 quarters basketball to come away with a road region victory here this evening?
Well, I think number 1, we have to shut down the lane. If we let them get in the lane and score, and we let them rebound offensively, it's going to be a tough night for us.
Jeff, thanks so much for your time. Good to see you, and best of luck here tonight.
All right, thanks, Chase.
That again, Jeff Ralph, the head coach of the Wahpeton Huskies. We'll continue on our pregame show after this from Castleton. Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The state-of-the-art STEM Center, along with our theater, music wing, early childhood center, wellness center, and athletic complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with their academics and activities.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
As we continue on our pregame show here today from Central Cass, it's the Central Cass Squirrels and the Wahpeton Huskies. Joining us here from the Central Cass perspective, that is Matt Norman. And Matt, a nice win on Friday night going up against the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers, winning by 14 points. Easton Holland with a really nice performance, nearly a double-double. You also had Cash Lorenz with 15 points. Brody Runk had 13 points. A nice balanced attack, but let's just talk about Easton here. How have you kind of seen him particularly evolve? I know a lot of people are going to play his left hand a little bit, but he's able to shoot the three-pointer, able to take a couple of dribbles to get to the rim. What have you liked about his performance as of late?
I just like when he's deliberate with the basketball. You know, when he can make a decision early on in a possession and he gets himself downhill and he can attack. He does a really nice job off the dribble. And you mentioned he's been shooting it better lately. He's a good shooter. He's just been, kind of finding his rhythm, making sure that he's taking good shots over, good shots over some average shots. And the older he gets in this season, the more he becomes just kind of a staple in what we try to do, the better we are. So he's done a nice job.
What worked the first time you went down to Wahpeton, picked up a win? Obviously, Coach Ralph's team humming as the last couple of games, Phoenix Valley City and Lisbon. But what was something that you liked from your team's performance the first time around?
I thought we did a really good job of making sure that we got two on the ball when we needed to defensively, kind of hopefully trying to take them out of system a little bit. They've got a couple kids that can really score the ball and are really efficient with it. And so we got to make sure that we don't give them an advantage as they try to get downhill. Kind of make them work from the outside in, so to speak. Less, downhill dribbles. Steffens is on an unreal guard. He does a great job, and Mauk is so explosive. So we got to make sure that we kind of manage their possessions, making sure they don't get extras.
I know I probably buried the lead. How does it feel to be at home? You've been at home for practices, but you haven't been at home for a game that probably feels like a year. Just sometimes that's how the calendar works itself out. Now you're going to get a game here tonight. You get another doubleheader then with Shiloh back at home on Saturday. But how does it feel to be back in the friendly confines, so to speak?
Honestly, it's nice to just make it a shorter day of it, less bus trips, and especially when it's a little bit colder out. But honestly, when you're in the basketball season, especially in early February, whenever you get a chance to play a game, we play it. So home, away, it doesn't really matter. We got to be able to go and win. The region tournament doesn't happen at home, so we got to make sure that we just take advantage of an opportunity to perform.
Last thing, I know someone who maybe didn't really get in the scoring column but had a nice performance, the freshman guard, Zane Blix, off the bench with a handful of rebounds, and he impacted the game in a different way than scoring. Just kind of how have you seen his progression with the Petersons that he's playing with, alongside with the Lorenzas, so to speak, in the backcourt this season?
He's just a really heady basketball player. He knows time and score often, especially for a young kid. Handles it well for us. And you were right, in the Oak Grove game, he came in and he got 2 big rebounds right off the bat and finished with 6. That's huge when you can get a kid off the bench that is efficient with the ball. And Zane will sell his soul to guard. And so it's just fun to watch, just his effort, day in, day out.
Hey, Matt, good to see you. Best of luck here tonight.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
That again is Matt Norman, head coach of the Central Cass Squirrels. We'll continue on our pregame show after this from Castleton.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Leslie, or Carol to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Final segment on our pregame show here today between the Central Cass Squirrels and the Wahpeton Huskies. As we heard from just moments ago, again, Matt Norman and the head coach of the Wahpeton Huskies, that is Jeff Ralph. For the Huskies, coming off a 16-9 season from a year ago, lost to Kindred in the Region 1 Championship, then lost to Grafton a couple of days later in a state qualifier. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, 10-14 a season ago, losing to Valley City in the third place game of the Region 1 basketball tournament. Central Cass averaging 59 points per game defensively, giving up 63 per clip, while for the Wahpeton Huskies averaging 60 points per contest and defensively giving up 51 points per game here for Wahpeton. Going back to Central Cass, what we talked about with Matt Norman, first home game for the Squirrels in a month. Last time they were here playing a home basketball game was January the 4th. During that stretch, they played 7 games away from Castleton, picking up 3 wins and having 4 losses. And a reminder, we will have coverage of some girls and boys wrestling here this weekend. The girls dual tournaments will be up in Grand Forks. We'll have audio-only coverage for you on that with the girls dual wrestling tournaments beginning at noon. And then from there, we'll have the Southeast and the Northeast, or what some might call Region 1, Region 2, and Class B duels in Lisbon and Carrington on Saturday beginning at 10 o'clock in the morning. So again, that'll be on yourliveevent.com on Saturday as we get our postseason coverage in North Dakota getting in earnest with a little bit of February frenzy. The Central Cass Squirrels 4-8 on the season, 2-3 in Region 1 play, coming off a win on Friday at Oak Grove, going up against the Wahpeton Huskies at 7-6 on the season, 4-2 in Region 1 play, coming off back-to-back wins over Valley City and the Lisbon Broncos their last time out on Friday night. That does it for our pregame conversation. When we come back after this, starting lineup set, the opening tip is next from Castleton for Region 1 basketball.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country, visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Your home for North Dakota postseason wrestling is yourliveevent.com. Tune in to our coverage of the East Region Individual Girls Wrestling Tournament and the Class B East Region Individual Boys Wrestling Tournament on yourliveevent.com. Our coverage begins on Friday, February 14th from Castleton for the Girls East Region Individual Tournament, followed by the Class B East Region Boys Individual Wrestling Tournament in Grafton on Saturday, February 15th on yourliveevent.com.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartments. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
As we get you ready for the starting lineups with the team clad in purple here tonight, the visitors on the Bank North scoreboard, that is the Wahpeton Huskies, head coach by Jeff Ralph. They'll go like this: Jackson DeVries, a 6'2 senior, guarded with Braden Steffens, a 6'1 junior. Trenton Malk, a 5'10 senior in the backcourt, followed by Jack Gilbertson, the 6' freshman guard. Landon Ralph, the son of the head coach Jeff Ralph, the 6'3 junior forward. So again, DeVries, Steffens, Malk, Gilbertson, and Ralph here for Wahpeton, 7-6 on the season. Leading scorers of Steffens at 15 points per game and Gilbertson at 13 points per contest. Turn our attention now to the team clad in white here tonight. the Central Cass Squirrels, as the Squirrels will roll like this under the guidance of head coach Matt Norman. Brody Runk in the backcourt, the 6'5 senior guard. Also can play that forward spot. Runk, the elder statesman, the senior here, followed by Cash Lorenz, the 5'10 sophomore. Andrew Zemer, the 6-foot freshman. Keegan Peterson, the 6'1 junior. And Easton Holland, the 6'4 sophomore forward. Runk, Lorenz, Zemer, Peterson, and Holland. Easton coming off a 27.9 rebound performance in their win at Oak Grove on Friday night. Also in double digits, Lorenz and Runk as well for the Central Cass Squirrels. 4-8 on the season, 2-3 in Region 1 play. The Squirrels in their white uniforms again with the black lettering with the red numerals. Well, for the Wahpeton Huskies in their purple uniforms with white numerals and lettering outlined in yellow here tonight here for the Wahpeton Huskies. Our officials of Shane Piotz, Adam Brandt, and Brent Engelbrechtson here on this Tuesday night. Wahpeton trying to keep pace with Kindred and see if they can separate a little bit in Region 1 play. While on the opposite side for the Central Cass Squirrels, if they pick up a win here this evening, they'll be just a half game behind Wahpeton, and then they will own the tiebreaker with the Huskies winning both games and inching the top half of the region just a little bit tighter. Engelbrechtson will put the ball in the center circle here. 7:47 for an opening tip time between Brody Runkin alongside with him. That will be Steffens. Opening tip will be won here by the Wahpeton Huskies. As Steffens will see this in the front court. Central Cass will come out, little man-to-man pressure defense. Steffens with it here at the left-handed side. Taking a ball screen by Ralph. Good hedge there by Runk. Talking about Matt Norman saying you got to play with two guys on the ball at times, depending on who has it. Here's a jumper. Free throw line. Got it to go. Drayton Malk with the opening field goal on the Bank North scoreboard, and that gives the Huskies an early lead here on the first possession. You'll see Brody Runk the other side of the floor to Peterson, now to Runk back on the baseline. Runk taking a ball screen, leaves it on the interior. Ball gets deflected by the hands of Zemer, out of play. Last touch here for Steffens. As you will see it on the baseline here for Runk. Also man pressure defense for Jeff Ralph's Wahpeton Huskies club. Wahpeton last state tournament coming back in 2019, back in when it was Class A and Class B in 2019 for the Wahpeton Huskies, going 14-12 on that season for Coach Ralph's club, and last year getting awfully slow, close to making the state tournament. Jumper for Runk, that'll be off the iron. Rebound, though, put back by Holland, good for two. Easton Holland ties this puppy up at 2 apiece here, under 60 seconds into this opening quarter of play. As you will see it now for the Huskies, left-handed side with it, that's Malk. Malk's going to drive from the left wing to the right, block shot, no. Rebound, putback, Ralph is good. Landon Ralph gets in the scoring column here for the forward. 5 points and 5 rebounds per game for Ralph. Teardropper the other side is up and in for Keegan Peterson. Both offenses settling in nicely here. 4 possessions, 4 field goals between these two clubs. As you will see it now at the top of the key. Hand off to Malk. Malk right of the key. Three-pointer. Got it. Drayton Malk with the triple. His 15th made three-pointer of the season. And the Huskies take a 3-point edge. Runk in the front court now here for Central Cass as he leaves it left-handed side of Lorenz. Lorenz bounce pass Runk. Runk able to spin. Runk will see this one using up the dribble. Now to Holland. Holland going to drive, kick, left baseline, triple to tie. Peterson, 3! Nothing but the bottom of the net. Peterson now with 5. Tied at 2, 4, and 7. Sounds like the first 3 digits of an area code here, as this one will go now to the Huskies. Ball will go on the baseline here, back to Ralph. Back to the top of the key as they will handle it with Steffens. Steffens will see this one to the left wing to Gilbertson. Gilbertson back up top to Ralph. Ralph with a nice little cradle rock to the right wing. Gets cut off. Leaves it now to Malk. Malk will see this one. Nice drive on the interior. Trayton shot though off the backboard. No good. Rebound to Peterson as they want to run to Lorenz, who goes behind the back. Lorenz to the baseline. Floater. Can't get it, and a ball will be tapped out of play by Holland. Good move, though, by Cash in transition. And you heard both coaches talk on our pregame show of Coach Ralph and Matt Norman saying they have to find a way to keep the ball out of the paint when they're on defense. And so far here, we've seen both the Squirrels and the Huskies attack the middle of that interior of the defense early on in this first quarter. With this one, Steffens, nice step through to the window, off the rim for 2. Steffens gets his first field goal of the contest, and the Huskies have either led or been tied so far here with the Squirrels in this quarter. Runk on the baseline looking to spin. Tough shot from 6 feet off the back and the front of the rim. Rebound will come down to the Huskies here as they will go to the other side of the floor. Bjorn Kubala gets the rebound, and Kubala spins on the inside, and Kubala provides instant offense off the bench for Jeff Ralph. A 72% free throw shooter on the season, and the Huskies have the first 2-possession lead of the game. Foul will come across on Cash Lorenz, his first and the team's first here, is going to the line to shoot the end one is Kubala. Bjorn free throw attempt off the rim, no good. Rebounds will be stolen away after Runk will come up with it. Turnover here for the Squirrels. And now the Central Cass Squirrels got to get back defensively. Huskies looking to make this a 6 or a 7-point lead. Wahpeton right-handed side here for Mauk. Mauk with a couple of dribbles inside the paint. Nice move. Mauk with the left hand, unable to finish. Runk gets the rebound, and Runk will see it here for the Squirrels. Runk hands this one off as it'll go to Zemer. Zemer with a jab step here at the right wing. Zemer taking a couple of dribbles. Runk provides the pick. As Zemer making his way around for 2. Nicely done by Zemer. Ralph came to help, but Zemer had the position and also the speed to get by him, and the Squirrels are back within 1 possession. Top of the key, Steffens jumper, contested, 14-footer, doesn't matter. Good-looking shot there for the junior guard as Steffens now with his second field goal of the night. Central Cass, Zemer. Driving kick, Peterson open, left wing three-pointer coming, that'll be long. Rebound goes to Ralph, his second. Wahpeton has a 2-on-2 quickly. Kubala will see this one. This one will be a blocking foul, and then check that'll be Jack Gilbertson. Gilbertson will make his way. Foul will come across. This would be on Lorenz, his second, team second. They will say that was on the floor. So no free throws coming here for the Huskies, as you will see subbing into the game here will be Jackson Haug, the 6-foot freshman guard. Central Cass switching on the screen as they go to the right to the baseline here for Wahpeton. Gilbertson, right wing. Little zone defense here by Central Cass. Bounce pass right-handed side to Mauk. Mauk will see this one. Now back up top to Steffens. As Steffens to Mauk at the right wing. Ball will be out of play, and Shane Piat says no one touched it, so a turnover here on the Huskies. Zane Blakes, the 5'11 freshman guard, will check in here for Zemer. Did not score against the Grovers, but he definitely put his fingerprints all over the basketball game. Able to get 6 rebounds and play a lot of really good defense for Matt Norman's club back on Friday night. Here's a tip, and trying to go the other side is Kubala, and he gets fouled. Nearly a chance for an and-one opportunity, as the foul will come across on Keegan Peterson, his first, team's third, as Bjorn Kubala heads the free throw line here for his second and third tosses on the night from the charity stripe. Kubala free throw attempt is up and good. He's got 3. So far 5 points for Malk, 4 on the way for Steffens, and now you got 3 points for Kubala here for the Huskies. Kubala free throw attempt number 2 will rattle in and out. Rebound comes down to Brody Runk, his third of the contest. As you'll see the Squirrels right now with the basketball with Zane Blix down by 5. Blix hands this one off to Peterson. Peterson sees it here at the top as they reverse it to Brody Runk. Runk on the wing will drive at the top of the key. This one goes to Haug. Haug with a jumper from 13 gets the shooter's roll to go. Points off the bench for Matt Norman's club. The Squirrels back within a possession. Steffens will see this one. Pull-up jumper just inside the free throw line. Swirls out. Rebound comes down to Keegan Peterson, his second. And the Squirrels will go the other end of the floor. Easton Holland going behind the back. Gets walled off now to Runk. Brody will see this. Slips it to the baseline now to Peterson, who spins on the baseline. Shot will be short. Good rebound here for Bjorn Kubala, his second. Kubala goes behind the back in transition. Kubala to the right wing, and this one will be a blocking foul. The Central Cass fans wanted a charge. Instead, it will be a block on Holland, his first and the team's fourth. And 2 free throws upcoming here for Kubala, who's just been attacking the rim off the bench here for Jeff Ralph's club and's been rewarded with free throw opportunities. Free throw attempt, though, will rattle out, as you will see Lucas Christensen into the game. Well, for the Wahpeton Huskies, they'll make a substitution of Alex Cummings into the contest and also Jackson DeVries. A note for Central Cass, Ben Nelson out with illness here tonight, so a guy that would get some minutes here for Matt Norman's club and not in the lineup here this evening. Lucas Christensen might play some more minutes here throughout the night then potentially for the Squirrels. Here it goes to Runk, right-handed side, Blakes to the baseline, Peterson. Peterson probing, looking, finds the top of the key to Runk, who rips it through, taking a couple of dribble spins, looking for the up and under off the window. Got it to go. Brody Runk with a little Tuesday night spin move, able to finish for his first field goal of the contest. Squirrels, half-court trap, leave it. Here's a couple of dribbles right down Main Street, left-handed layup, got it. Trayton Malk, once he puts the ball down, he can go to first to fourth gear in a blink of an eye. Malk now is 7. Runk left-handed side back to a 3-point margin here on the Bank North scoreboard as Runk will leave it on the interior to Blix, now to Peterson. Peterson going to rise from 8 feet off the lip of the rim. Rebound to Kubala. At 6'3", Kubala's got some length with that wingspan as well and shown it off here in the first quarter. Kubala's going to drive. Kubala leaves it off to Steffens. Steffens inside the paint, step through. Steffens off the window, no. Rebound tapped down the hands of Zane Blix. 90 seconds remaining in a back-and-forth style of first quarter of play here for Region 1 boys hoops. Runk bounce pass. This one goes to Christensen, leaves it to Peterson. Back up top now to Runk. Back to Peterson here, bounce pass on the interior. Christensen and a block shot coming all across the way here for the Huskies. Trayton Malk and Kubala, kind of the tandem block, as this will go to the baseline now for Wahpeton. Huskies bounce pass, and then Brody Runk able to hit his shin. Not a kick, as it will be a turnover here on the Huskies. Blix at the left wing to Peterson now. Peterson gives it back up top to Runk. Runk crossing over right to left and left to right, probing, and the foul will be coming across. Yeah, Jackson DeVries with the block, but it might be on the body of Kubala underneath, and it will be as Bjorn will pick up the foul, his first, team's first of the contest here for Wahpeton as the Squirrels will head to the free throw line. Runk, a 64% free throw shooter on the season. Free throw attempt is up and in now with 3 points. As the Huskies will bring Gilbertson back into the game, while for Central Cass, Zemer will return. As Peterson will take a quick breather for the Squirrels, and Trayton Malk will come out here for the Huskies. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Brody Runk is good. And Runk will check out here, and you'll see Easton Holland returning for Central Cass. Wahpeton's either played with the lead or been tied here tonight, while Central Cass has either been trailing or tied with the Huskies, tied at 2, 4, and 7 here in this opening quarter. Ball will go to the top of the key to Steffens. Steffens right-handed side with the basketball to Gilbertson. Gilbertson back to Steffens. Little zone pressure defense by the Squirrels as they will look to trap at the wing if it's there. Ball goes left-handed side. Kubala will see this one. Bjorn will drive on the baseline. 13 on the shot clock. Back to Steffens. Steffen reverse it now to Gilbertson to the baseline here for the Huskies. Gilbertson's going to get it at the wing. Gilbertson with the skip pass to Kubala to beat the horn. Three-pointer is short. Ball never drew iron as it's going to be a jump ball. And it does not matter if it drew iron actually with the shot clock going out. So if it did graze the iron, the shot clock went off immediately. Jump ball with Alex Cummings here for the Wahpeton Huskies, also with Christensen. So the arrow will favor the Central Cass Squirrels as they will make a quick substitution as Brody Runk will check in, also with Cash Lorenz as well. So for Central Cass, their first opportunity here to take a lead with a made field goal to try to beat the horn here in the quarter. Right-handed side goes Zemer, leaves it now to Lorenz. Lorenz crossing over, takes the screen. There's the help by Wahpeton. Lorenz able to spin, hang, shoot the shot. No. Rebound comes down to Alex Cummings. 2 seconds, a three-quarter scored shot to beat the horn. Will go off the mark here by Wahpeton with Steffens, and that's how we'll end our opening 8 minutes. It's the Huskies 15, the Squirrels 15, the Huskies 16, that is, on the Bank North scoreboard here on your live event.
Hi, we're Tommy's Express. Scan the QR code for a fast pass to a free month of washing. Our modern car wash offers a bright, open environment and a low-stress conveyor belt entry. Our signature scent, ceramic body wax, spot-free rinse, and heated blowers give you the best shine in town. Check out the wash for yourself. Washing your car is easy, fast, and fun. Visit Tommy's Express today.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
A fun up-and-down boys basketball game here on the Bank North scoreboard. Chase Miller with you here this evening from Castleton as the Wahpeton Huskies, led by the 7 of Trayton Malk, Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, led by the 5 of Keegan Peterson after the opening 8 minutes of play. Huskies will see this so far for the Squirrels. Man pressure and also a little 2-3 zone here in this opening half as Steffens will spin at the high post, leaves it to the top to Kubala. Gets the ball back now for Steffens to set up the offense. Kubala at the wing, goes short corner to Ralph, gives it back up top to Steffens. Steffens gets walled off, able to spin. Jumper from 12 feet by Steffens, no. Rebound gets tapped down to the hands of Jackson Haug, his first rebound of the game. With it, now to Holland. Holland going behind the back, help able to come for the Huskies. Left-handed side now to Zemer. Andrew will take the screen here by Lorenz. Zemer right-handed side to Runk. Runk guarded there by Ralph, taking a couple of dribbles, leaves it to the baseline now as that'll go in the hands of Jackson Haug. To Lorenz on this weaving drive. Lorenz with a right-handed scoop for 2. Catch Lorenz says, give me a little crease, I'll take it for the right-handed layup. And the Squirrels have their first lead of the game here early in the second quarter of play. Steffens leaves it left-handed side now to Gilbertson as it works around the horn to Kubala. Back to Steffens to Gilbertson here. Gilbertson gives it back up top as the Huskies make it to the baseline here with DeVries. Ball to top of the key. This one with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Gilbertson gets a three-pointer off. This one goes in the hands of Steffens, throwing it back up. No, ball gets deflected out of bounds, and it will be Central Cass with the basketball. Steffens would love to have a chance at that one back as Trayton Malk will check into the game as Jackson DeVries will check out here for the Wahpeton Huskies. Wahpeton 1 of 5 from the free throw line, 1 made 3. For the Squirrels, 1 made 3 here and 2 of 2 from the free throw line in that opening quarter of play. Central Cass to the right wing. Here goes Zemer. Teardropper from the baseline, no, but that one ends up in a pass that goes in for 2 regardless for Easton Holland. 4 points, 2 rebounds here for Easton. Right wing on the way for the Wahpeton Huskies as they will hand this one off now to Kubala. Back up top to Steffens. Left wing as this one goes to Gilbertson. Steffens here, top of the key with Lorenz and Zemer playing the top of that 2-3 zone. Huskies will see this, what they handle it. Left wing to Gilbertson, the freshman guard. Back up top here as this one will go right wing in the hands of Trayton Malk. Malk on the inside. Look at the spin by Ralph for 2. Landon Ralph able to clear some move both on the spin and on the dribble. And now it's the Wahpeton Huskies back in the scoring column here as they will see it right-handed side on the way for the Squirrels. Back up top to Easton Holland as they will handle this one now at the top of the key. Holland with the shot fake, gives it to Runk. Runk with the shot fake, power dribble off the window. No rebound though for Holland, who spins, gets fouled, and this one will nearly be an end one. Easton will get some free throws here as he gets another offensive board, and both teams doing a good job attacking the rim, that downhill style of mentality. Foul will be on Bjorn Kubala, his second, team's first. Kubala, the only player for the Huskies in this first half to pick up a foul. Free throw attempt will be good by the lefty Holland, now with 5. Number 5, Zane Blix, and number 3, Keegan Peterson will check in for the Squirrels. Well, coming in here for the Wahpeton Huskies, Jackson DeVries will check back in. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way here for Central Cass. As the Squirrels next season will be in the same division for football, going up against the Huskies next year. 21-18 here in this first half of play. They have been over the past decade at times region rivals in football as well, but the last few years with the Huskies being in 2A and the Squirrels being in 1A. Bounce pass inside. There's a turnover. Good hands by Blix as they were looking for Ralph. Third turnover of the game here for Wahpeton. Zane Blix will handle it now to Runk to the baseline here to Peterson. Peterson at the right wing looking back door on the cut by Holland. Holland able to spin. Ralph was there on the help turnover as you see Steffens will see this one with numbers for the Huskies. Steffens right-handed layup for 2. Steffens now with 6 points. Second turnover for the Squirrels is costly. Blix in the front court. Right-handed side on the way to Runk. Runk will go behind the back. Holland posting up here. Runk gets doubled. Runk into double team, and Ralph will rip that one. Back-to-back turnovers here for Central Cass. Quickly the other side of the floor goes Wahpeton. They have it to DeVries on the inside on the slip. There goes Peterson for the steal, and Matt Norman puts the hand up and calls out the offense here. Central Cass 6 points in the quarter, 5 so far here on the way. Make that 4 so far on the way for the Wahpeton Huskies. Brody Runk right of the key, leaves this one off now to Zemer on the weave. Zemer drive kick, left pocket, shot fake there for the Squirrels. Jumper on the way is good for Zane Blix. Heady play by Blix. Gives up a three-pointer, but gets some separation. Able to utilize that shot fake to perfection. Squirrels hit it by 3. Wahpeton to Ralph here, back on the leave it now to Gilbertson. Drive kick to tie. Three-pointer's good. On the right baseline here, a timeout on the floor. Trayton Malk with a second made triple. He's got 10. Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by our friends at Cass County Mutual. 23 up here midway through the second quarter.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Tope Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan at Tope Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies. Give them a call at 701-347-4045. That's Tope Insurance in Castleton. And contact Ryan at 701-347-4045. And reminder for the farmers out there, March 15th is sooner rather than later coming up for sales closing around the corner. 23 all here in this second quarter. Player for the made three-pointer by Trayton Malk. He's got both triples so far here for the Huskies. First player in double digits tonight. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, led by the 6 points now of Easton Hall. And after the timeout by Coach Ralph, they'll have 4 remaining. Make sure you stay tuned with us to our halftime show, brought to you in part by Farmers Union, Wasley and Kramer Agency here in Castleton. Take a look at the first half numbers. Also from there, your out-of-town scoreboard, that and more coming up at the half. Peterson, right-handed side with the drive, kick, left wing. This one gets deflected in the hands of Brody Runk. Back up top to Lorenz, top of the key. Three-pointer, that'll go short, and a rebound by Keegan. In his right arm getting held. The left arm will come up with the rebound, and the foul will be on Kubala. That'll be his third. So a tough one if you're Coach Jeff Ralph. That'll be his third foul, as the substitution will come in with Jackson DeVries. 2 fouls here for the Huskies in the second quarter, 0 so far for the Squirrels. Peterson at the right baseline. Peterson gives it to Runk. Runk up and over in the pass to Easton Holland. Here comes the help. Holland trying to split through, back up top, and there's a steal on the way. With it in the front court, this one will go with Trayton Malk. Malk able to skip this across the way to DeVries, off the window for 2. Jackson DeVries with his first field goal, to timeout for Matt Norman. 3:10 left to play here in the half. Time on the floor for Central Cass.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Make sure you patronize all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you high school athletics throughout the course of the regular season, particularly in the winter, whether it's wrestling, basketball, hockey, that and more, here on YourLiveEvent.com. This time out brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual. They provide insurance products all of southeastern North Dakota. Local company providing local service. Visit CassCountyMutual.com. That's CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you. 25-23, as you will see Blix in the front court now for the timeout by Nat Norman. The Squirrels will have 4 remaining. Peterson uses up the dribble, finds it to Blix. Blix on the baseline now, taking a couple of dribbles, looking for Lorenz here. Lorenz at the right wing. Lorenz hanging, shooting shot, no rebound though. Put back in this one. It will be a foul eventually, as Christensen gets the rebound, and Lucas will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul will come across here on Jack Gilbertson, his first and the team's third, as you'll see 2 free throw attempts on the way here for Central Cass, with a chance to tie here in this first half of play. Free throw attempt is up, and it's good. Substitutions coming in back into the contest. Easton Holland quickly back in, also with Andrew Zemer here for Central Cass. This will be the 6th free throw attempt on the way for the Squirrels in this first half. And Christensen misses. The Squirrels are now 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Ball will go right-handed side of DeVries. DeVries in the front court. DeVries trying to get this one across the way, and Christensen just can't hang on to the basketball, as it will be Central Cass will give it right back. Good D by Christensen on that baseline. As Wahpeton and the officials here will talk it over to see if there is a change of the possession to possibly reset the shot clock from 35 to a few seconds under that. And they will reset it to 27 here on the Bank North scoreboard. Huskies with Steffens to inbound it. This one will be on the deck, gets loose, and eventually a steal comes away with Peterson. Fifth turnover of the game here for the Huskies. Near sideline, this one goes with Zemer, back up top to Holland. Holland going to drive. Holland with the left-handed scoop and gets a foul and count it. Easton Holland with a chance for the good old-fashioned three-point play. DeVries will pick up her first, the team's fourth substitution of the game here for Wahpeton, as you'll see Alex Cummings checking in for the Huskies as Jackson DeVries will check out. And an opportunity for Holland as the sophomore is coming alive here in the second part of the season. Free throw attempt for Holland is up and in. 7 in the quarter, 9 in the game. Squirrels lead it by 2, 27-25, and what's been a nip and tuck style of first half of play between these two clubs. Huskies at the right wing give this one now to Gilbertson. Gilbertson at the wing, back up top as it'll go to Steffens. Steffens hands this one off now to Mauk. Mauk back to Steffens here. Open three-pointer on the way. Swirl it in. Braden with the triple. He's got 9, and the Huskies lead it now by 1. As we're under the 2-minute mark here in this first half. Driving kick, left-handed side. Christensen will see this one. Skip it now to Peterson. Peterson taking a couple of dribbles. 15-footer on the way. Got it to go. Keegan Peterson now with 7. As you'll be able to see here this evening for the Squirrels, a lot of good shot fakes that have allowed themselves to get a quality look for a better look. Ball will be up top on the way here for Cummings. Cummings splits a double team, able to spin left-handed side with it is Gilbertson. Gilbertson back up top. Steffens is feeling it. Three-pointer. This one will go long. Rebounds will be last touch here of Peterson and Central Cass. Brody Runk will check back into the contest here for Central Cass. As he will check in, Lucas Christensen will sub out after 1 quarter of play. It was 16-15 Huskies. See what happens with the last 84 seconds here of the first half. Left-handed side will go Gilbertson, back up top to Mauk as he leaves it now off for Steffens. Steffens to Mauk at the right wing. Mauk gives it back up top. Huskies with Steffens here, leaves it left-handed side to Gilbertson. Gilbertson on the left wing, back to the right-handed side. 15 seconds nearing on the shot clock. Steffens looks to split the double. What a spin move, but a better help defensively by Holland, as will be last touch here by Easton from our official after the spin move there by Steffens. Steffens did a great job, able to get by Brody Runk, and also on the interior on the spin, Holland got the block shot, and he was the last one to touch it. Matt Norman wasn't too happy that was last called Wahpeton ball, but the Huskies still will have a chance at it with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Steffens to inbound, and the Huskies take advantage of it. Gilbertson on the baseline here, gives it back up top to Mauk. Mauk to Steffens here at the wing. Steffens gives it to Mauk. He'll rise, he'll shoot three-pointer. That'll go long. Rebound here is going to be tousled 4-1 by Brody Runk. Runk with his 4th board. Other side goes Zemer. Zemer with a little Euro. This one gets deflected by Steffens, and eventually the Huskies will come up with it with Ralph. So Steffens gets the block shot, hit the backboard, and then went right to Ralph, and now you'll see the Huskies with about a 7-second shot clock to game clock differential here to close out the first half. This will go up top to Gilbertson. Gilbertson able to spin not once but twice. Looking for it now to Steffens. Steffens will see this on the weave to Mauk here. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Steffens at the wing. Steffens gets walled off there. Jumper from 17. Got it. Steffens with 7 in the quarter. Squirrels got to hurry. 7 seconds, not a 6. Haug will leave it now to Zemer. Zemer back to the top to Haug. 2 seconds, 1 second. Haug to beat the horn. That'll go short, and that's how we'll end our first half of play. It's the Wahpeton Huskies 30, the Central Cass Squirrels 29. Our halftime show is coming up next, brought to you in part by Farmers Union Wasley and Kramer Agency here in Castleton on your liveevent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and RJBroadcasting.com, local voices from local radio.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
This is from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. We specialize in seed meter calibration, planter maintenance, and offer the full line of precision planting products. Walking your fields with you, helping you identify maintenance issues on your planter, developing a plan that puts you back in control of your planter. That's what we do here at Agassiz Precision Ag. Stop by or give us a call. Agassiz Precision Ag, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
As we come back here at the half, some elementary school kids, part of your halftime show here, brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance, Wasley and Kramer Agency. Chase Miller with you here tonight in Castleton, which has been a really good back and forth basketball game here this evening. For the Wahpeton Huskies, 16 points in the first quarter, 14 points in the second. For Central Cass, 15 points in the first quarter and also 14 points in quarter number 2. Wahpeton led in scoring by the 11 points of Braden Steffens. 10 points on the way for Trenton Malk with 2 threes. From there you have 4 points for Landon Ralph, 3 points for Bjorn Kubala, and 2 points for Jackson DeVries on the individual side. Huskies, 5 players in the scoring column. They've hit 3 threes, 1 of 5 from the free throw line, 5 turnovers here for Wahpeton. While for the Central Cass Squirrels, 9 points here for Easton Holland. Holland is 3 of 3 from the free throw line with 3 rebounds. 7 points, 3 boards then for Keegan Peterson. From there, 4 points in the first quarter play for Brody Runk. Runk with 4 points. You have 2 then by Cash Lorenz, 2 points for Andrew Zemer, 2 points for Zane Blix, and alongside Jackson Howe, again a point here for Lucas Christensen off the bench for the Central Cass Squirrels. Central Cass, 8 players in the scoring column. They're 6 of 7 from the free throw line. They've hit 1 3-pointer, 5 turnovers here for Matt Norman's club in this first half of play. Central Cass back in action as they're making their way to Valley City on Friday night for a Region 1 contest and a doubleheader with Shiloh Christian for boys and girls basketball on Saturday here on YourLiveEvent.com. While for the Wahpeton Huskies, they will be back in earnest on Friday, hosting Northern Cass for a 2-point game before making their way to Oak Grove on Tuesday, a week from tonight, in downtown Fargo. That again is a look at the first half numbers and a look ahead on our Farmers Union Wasley and Kramer Agency halftime show. Scott and Tyler, your local small town agents for Castleton and surrounding communities. Whether it's crop and farm, home and auto, health and life, visit Farmers Union Insurance in Castleton for the great rates and local service that you expect, again, with Scott and Tyler. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. Your out-of-town scoreboard is next here in Castleton.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's Central Cass Booster Club.
At the half here on YourLiveEvent.com here today between the Central Cass Squirrels and the Wahpeton Huskies. This is Region 1 boys basketball here in Castleton. It's 30-29. Taking a look at your out-of-town scoreboard of final tonight in Thompson. Thompson 84, Oak Grove 52. The Tommies pick up a victory here earlier on YourLiveEvent.com. Early in the fourth quarter down in Lisbon, Valley City with a 14-point lead over the Broncos in boys basketball, 51-37. That again is down in Lisbon, also on YourLiveEvent.com here this evening. Also on your out-of-town scoreboard here, taking a look at some of the boys basketball games that are trickling in and have gone final. Carrington picks up a win over New Salem Almont 70-65. That game has gone final. Also on YourLiveEvent.com here this evening, Mayport CG and Hillsborough Central Valley in boys basketball. That's A versus B. The Burros are going to go on a win. Last check was 68-42 with about a minute left to go in the fourth quarter. Again, at the half, the Wahpeton Huskies led by the double digits of Braden Steffens with 11 points. Trayton Mauk has 10, while for the Central Cass Squirrels, led by the 9 points of Easton Holland and the 7 points of Keegan Peterson. And a reminder, on Thursday night, we'll have the Huskies and the Squirrels in girls basketball coming up. That'll be same time, same place here in Castleton with the Wahpeton Huskies and Central Cass Squirrels for senior night for Central Cass. Again, that does it for our halftime show, brought to you in part by Farmers Union Wansley and Kramer Agency in Castleton. Scott and Tyler, your local small-town agents for Castleton, whether it's commercial or recreational insurance to crop and farm, that and more. Visit the website, and you can go online and also check them out in person, is better yet, by going to Farmers Union Insurance in Castleton for the great rates and local service that you expect. We'll take a break. When we come back after this, get you ready for second half action. That's around the corner here in Castleton. It's Region 1 Division A boys basketball.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The state-of-the-art STEM Center, along with our theater, music wing, early childhood center, wellness center, and athletic complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with their academics and activities.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Taking a look at the latest basketball poll here before we get you ready for the second half in the state of North Dakota that came out yesterday in Division A boys hoops. Kindred sits up top with 13 of the 21 first-place votes for the Vikings. Devils Lake is number 2 with 8 first-place votes. Killdeer at number 3, Shiloh number 4, and Thompson at number 5. Nobody receiving votes. On the girls' side, had some top 5 matchups last night. Number 1, South Prairie Max took care of number 2, Carrington at home, and then number 4, Valley City went up to Devils Lake and knocked off the number 3 ranked Firebirds of Devils Lake. Kindred at number 5 defeated Northern Cass last night in girls basketball. Thompson and Turtle Mountain also receiving votes. Again, the Region 1 boys and girls basketball tournaments you can listen on yourliveevent.com, with the girls beginning on February the 24th. The boys will be on March the 10th, and then here in Castleton in just a couple of weeks, about a week and a half now, on the Saturday, February the 15th, on Saturday the 14th, that is, you'll have the girls individual tournament here in Castleton. We'll have that on the wrestling side. Then on the 15th, we will make our way up to Grafton and have video coverage as well of the boys individual Class B East region here on yourliveevent.com. So if you're a wrestling fan, start circling some dates here over the next couple of Fridays and Saturdays, and then eventually February 20th through the 22nd, that Thursday through Saturday, will be the state wrestling tournament at the Fargo. Central Cass and Wahpeton here, second half action. Neither team led by double digits in the first half of play. And Central Cass will start with the basketball with Brody Runk. Also from there, you have Zemer, Lorenz, Easton Holland on the floor, alongside with Keegan Peterson, the original starting 5 here for the Squirrels. You'll have Bjorn Kubala in the contest to start the second half with Gilbertson, also with Landon Ralph, Steffens, and Mauk here for the Wahpeton Huskies. Ball will go to the baseline here. Good hands defensively to bat that one out of bounds here for Steffens. First game was a nail-biter as well down in Wahpeton, 60-57, in which Central Cass won on January the 7th. See if it's just as close from the remaining 16 minutes. Ball goes left and inside to Zemer. Zemer with the drive, leaves it to Peterson on the baseline. Peterson will slip this one out of Runk. Runk with it, gives it. This one gets deflected as Lorenz. We'll see this being hustled after 4, and good hustle there by Trayton Mauk, who gives it to Kubala. And now you'll see it here for the Wahpeton Huskies. Great save by Trayton Mauk as he nearly took out Coach Ralph in the process, but the Huskies able to turn over the Squirrels for the first time here in the second half. Ball will go left-hand inside to Braden Steffens. Steffens with the step now to Ralph. Ralph will skip it right-hand side to Mauk. Slips it on the inside, Kubala. Kubala able to spin. Here comes the double. Kubala is going to get tied up with it, and the arrow will stay with Wahpeton, but with 9 seconds on the shot clock. As the Huskies will inbound in here with Steffens on the right baseline. As he's able to do so, slips it on the interior. This one will be off the mark, but we'll see a foul. Trayton Mauk will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Squirrels. We'll see this with Brody Runk, his first, team's first. And in the free throw line, a 79% free throw shooter on the season here in Trayton Mauk. Free throw attempt is up and in. Mauk now with 11 points on the night here for the Wahpeton Huskies. Trying to extend this lead here to start the second half of play. Free throw attempt number 2 for Mauk is up and in as well, now with 12 points. Squirrels. We'll see it with Zemer. Wahpeton. Well, zone pressure defense here in the second half. Bounce pass goes to Runk. Runk on the baseline at the left wing, now to Holland. Holland goes behind the back, couple of crossover moves back to Brody. Runk on the baseline here at the left wing, able to step through on the pass. And this one eventually will be saved by Kubala after you saw the deflection there by Steffens. Back-to-back turnovers to begin the half here for Central Cass. Huskies, Kubala inside to Ralph. Ralph able to go on the interior off the window for 2. Landon Ralph now with 6. The Huskies lead it by 5. Time out on the floor here for Matt Coach Matt Norman. A little 4-0 run to begin the second half for Wahpeton on the Bank North scoreboard.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Leslie, or Carol to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
Time out on the floor here today in Castleton. The second one taken by Matt Norman and the Central Cass Squirrels. This timeout brought to you in part by Tope Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan at Tope Insurance throughout the week here in Castleton, or call 701-347-4045. After the timeout by Matt Norman, Squirrels will see it in the front court as they do with Peterson. This one goes now to Cash Lorenz on the baseline. Here's going to be a drive by Holland. Gives it to Cash. Lorenz here at the high post slips it back to Holland here, as Holland will see this and a turnover. Trenton Mauk will come up with it, and Mauk in a race down the other side of the floor for two. Get a 6-0 run here for the Huskies as they lead it by 7. Wahpeton knocking on the door to try to get up by double digits with another stop and a bucket. Huskies will see this left-handed side, continue to play that defense. Nice step through here for Peterson, but it's off the iron. Rebound to Steffens, and Steffens will go on the other side of the floor. Steffens with the step through, block shot on the way for Runk. Steffens stays with it, though, off the left block for two. Steffens with a baker's dozen and scoring largest lead here for the Huskies. It's an 8-0 run for Wahpeton. Holland at the left wing. Holland will see this one back up top to Zemer as the Squirrels right now looking for a bucket to stop the momentum here from Wahpeton. Zemer at the right wing. Zemer crossing over. Zemer on the baseline. Driving kick to Runk. Runk gets walled off by Ralph. Bounce pass here. Good hands by Trenton Mauk. Mauk will handle it now. Mauk going right to the paint. Right-handed shot. No rebound for Ralph. Power dribble off the window for two. Ralph with 8 points and 3 rebounds, and that's the 4th turnover of the half. And Jeff Ralph with a fist pump to boot on to boot here on the sideline here for the Wahpeton Huskies. It's a 10-0 run here for Wahpeton to begin the half. It's 40-29 Huskies on the Bank North scoreboard. Bank North been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank. Today, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So all of a sudden you look at Wahpeton here. 4 points for Mauk in the quarter, 4 points for Ralph, 2 for Steffens, but the glaring stat's been 4 second-half turnovers that they've been able to force, and 0 here for the Huskies in comparison, and they're doing their damage in transition as well for Coach Landon Ralph's club here for the Wahpeton Huskies, trying to split the season series here with Central Cass after falling short back last month in Wahpeton. The Squirrels with some work to do out in front of them now here to begin this second half, after the Huskies just continuing to edge out in front here with 5:07 to play in this third quarter. This could easily be our Agassiz Precision Egg play of the contest right now with the way the Wahpeton Huskies have started this third quarter play. Ball will go right-handed side here for the Squirrels. Zemer taking the ball screen as Zemer makes it. Now back up top to Lorenz. Lorenz going behind the back on Ralph, right-handed side. Taking a couple of dribbles is Haug, driving kick. Extra pass, Runk left pocket 3 for Brody. This one will go off the iron. Rebound to Ralph. Landon Ralph gets his 4th board of the game. Mauk will see it now in the front court as he goes to Steffens. Steffens at the right wing to Gilbertson, back around the world as they give it to Kubala. A little flex offense here for the Huskies. Couple of dribbles spinning their way. Good help defense, but it ends up in the hands of Ralph. Ralph will handle it with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Mauk with the basketball. This one gets deflected and tipped. There it is for Runk. Brody Runk on the other side. Bounce pass to Lorenz. He lost it for a moment. Lorenz with a step as the Squirrels able to give it to Haug. Back to Cash to set up the offense. Here's a three-pointer on the way for Haug. Book it. Jackson Haug with the triple. The second of the contest here for the Squirrels. And it took 4 minutes to get a field goal, but they're down now by 8. Spinning on the interior. Gilbertson shots off the mark. Rebound on the way for Lorenz. as Lorenz in transition now for the Squirrels, able to spin, and there's a block shot. Ralph got the block shot, but there was a foul beforehand. The foul will come across on Gilbertson, his second, team's first, and 2 free throws on the way for Cash Lorenz. Central Cass 6 of 7 from the charity stripe so far here tonight. Free throw attempt on the way for Cash is good. He's got 3. Substitution as Blix will come in also with Cole Boer, the 5'11 freshman guard. Landon Ralph will check out while you'll bring Alex Cummings in here for Wahpeton. Also Jackson DeVries will check in for Bjorn Kubala. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming. Free throw attempt on the way is good. Now with 4 points here for Cash and the Squirrels, little 5-0 run, back within 2 possessions. As the Huskies, we'll see this here with Steffens. Steffens to the high post, left and inside to Alex Cummings, leaves it back up top to DeVries as he swings it around, coming off the staggered is Mauk. He'll shoot the 3 off the front iron. Rebound Cummings, put back off the window now, and the Squirrels with Lucas Christensen gets the loose ball. Runk in the front court, leaves it to Lorenz. He'll rise, 3-pointer for Cash is long, rebound, and coming up with it will be Cummings as he takes Blix to the side. Good board there because Blix was nearly on top of it for Central Cass. Huskies trying to make this a 3-possession game here. Little 1-4 set. Blix gets on the deck, and Blix will cause the turnover as it was last touched by Mauk. Good hustle by Zane Blix as Easton Holland will come in now for Central Cass. You can impact the game in a multitude of ways. You don't just have to score, as you hear coaches say. It can be rebounding, can be setting a good ball screen, or in Zane's case, playing some good defense on that last possession. Ball will go on the baseline. Jumper to make it a three-point game is off the mark. Rebound here for Brody Runk. Runk is on the baseline here. It's still loose, and eventually coming away with it is Jack Gilbertson on the turnover. As the Huskies will see Steffens. Steffens, hard drive. Steffens with it for 2. Steffens has 15 points, and we'll see a Central Cass Squirrel hit the deck hard here with Zane Blix. As Blix and Steffens went one-on-one, and Blix went hard into the padding here. We're going to take a quick break as they look at Zane here at 2:29 left to play in the third on your liveevent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moll. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
As Zane Blix able to come up under his own power, and right now, you just hope it's the wind knocked out of him as he is going to the trash can right now, and he might have got a little bit more than just the wind knocked out of him, potentially running into the side of the sideline here on the baseline, as you will see Central Cass with the basketball after the play, down now by 8. But the good news is Blix comes off under his own pressure, but probably got more than just the wind knocked out of him on that last play. We'll see if he's able to return anytime you hit the deck like that. Concussion protocol, number 1 going forward here into a potential player's health, as we'll see a turnover here for the Central Cass Squirrels, and that's been the difference maker here in this third quarter. 6 so far for the Squirrels compared to just 2 here for Wahpeton. Huskies now lead it by 8. We'll see what they can do. They led by double digits briefly. Squirrels got it back down to single digits. At the half, it was a 30-29 lead for the Huskies. This one gets reversed, as you'll see this with Steffens. Steffens on the interior jumper inside the paint. No rebound, will be 1-4, and eventually Steffens comes down with it. Steffens 6 points in the quarter. He's got 17 in the game. As you will see this wraparound pass to the left wing. Here's a three-pointer by Boer off the mark. Rebound, though, for Steffens. Bounce pass goes the other side as Steffens gets his fourth board. Trenton Mount, as that was nearly a carrying violation here on the Huskies. 44-34 right now, as you'll see it with Gilbertson. Gilbertson here at the top of the key to Steffens. Steffens will take a couple of dribbles, crossing over right to left, able to spin, gives it to Mauk. He'll rise, 16-footer is off the front iron. Rebound here for the Huskies with Alex Cummings. A fresh 35 to boot here for Wahpeton, just a half a step ahead here of the Squirrels here in this third quarter. Ball will go left wing as it'll go to Gilbertson. Back up top to Cummings. It'll flex offense here for Wahpeton as Mauk will take a hard dribble driving kick to left baseline. Three-pointer for Gilbertson off the front iron. Rebound put back for Mauk, though, good for two. Trenton Mauk now is 6 here in the quarter. He's got 16 in the contest. 46-34 is the Huskies' largest lead of the game here at 12. Zemer. Hesitation gives it to Easton Holland. Holland with a couple of dribbles going behind the back, able to spin. Holland stepping through, and there's going to be a foul. Easton will head to the free throw line. The Squirrels with just 5 points here in the quarter, one field goal. Well, for the Wahpeton Huskies with 16 points here in the third. Foul will come across here on Alex Cummings, his first, team second. Free throw attempt on the way for Holland is up and in. Easton's got 10 as Landon Ralph will check out of the game here for the Huskies. Or check into the game. Same here for Peterson for Central Cass. Holland free throw attempt on the second for Easton is good. Now with 11 points to lead the floor for the Squirrels. Back within 10. Steffens crossing the timeline here for the Huskies. Ball will go left-handed side as Wahpeton can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Ball will go right wing, going down to Aeneas DeVries to keep that possession here for Wahpeton. Steffens, left-handed side to Ralph. Ralph looking for Mauk, nothing there, to Gilbertson. Gilbertson able to spin, 4 seconds, 3 seconds going down the paint. There is Holland. Steffens, block shot again for Holland, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. It's 46-36 as we head to the fourth on your liveevent.com.
Your home for North Dakota postseason wrestling is yourliveevent.com. Tune in to our coverage of the East Region Individual Girls Wrestling Tournament and the Class B East Region Individual Boys Wrestling Tournament on yourliveevent.com. Our coverage begins on Friday, February 14th from Castleton for the Girls East Region Individual Tournament, followed by the Class B East Region Boys Individual Wrestling Tournament in Grafton on Saturday, February 15th on yourliveevent.com.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
Central Cass limited to just one field goal in the third quarter. That was a three-pointer by Jackson Haug. Well, for the Wahpeton Huskies, they would have 16 points in that third quarter. 7 field goals all inside the three-point line as the Huskies lead it by 10 for the final 8 minutes of regulation here tonight in Castleton. Wahpeton looking to get to 5-2 in the region with the win. The Squirrels looking to get to 3-3 in Region 1 with a W here tonight. Peterson, right-handed side to Lorenz. Cash will give it up top. Christensen reverse it. Peterson rising, left wing, 3, bucket. Keegan Peterson in double digits. He's got 10. The Squirrels are back within 7. Peterson's second 3 of the game. Little full court pressure defense now by Central Cass. Huskies will see this with Steffens, right-handed side to Ralph as they're able to break the pressure defense. Steffens then going to drive, going hard down the paint, and this one will be an offensive foul on Steffens. Steffens picks up the foul, his first and the team's first, so Central Cass trying to give Wahpeton a taste of their own medicine in which The Huskies forced 4 consecutive turnovers and got a lot of those into points in transition to balloon their lead. For those of you who are just joining us, an 11-0 run to start the half for the Huskies in the third. Jumper, this one will go off the iron. Rebound for Holland. Put back. Holland can't get it to go, and then we'll have a jump ball. So a jump ball on the way, and the arrow this time will favor the Wahpeton Huskies. As the Squirrels back within 7, they have 2 timeouts remaining. For the Wahpeton Huskies, they have 4 here left in the contest. Steffens takes a couple of dribbles in the front court. As he's able to do so, sets up the offense now for the Huskies. Steffens, left-handed side to Ralph. Here's a back screen coming across. Ralph will give this one out to Mauk. Mauk at the right wing looking for Ralph. Nothing there as this one will go to DeVries. DeVries with it back to Ralph on the baseline. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Steffens with a couple of dribbles hard down the paint. Steffens off the window, no. Rebound here's going to be loose, and the Huskies come up with another ball. Trayton Mauk will come up with another offensive set here, and the Huskies can milk some more clock off if they desire and get back into their half-court rhythm. Hand off, taking a dribble, hard down the paint is Gilbertson, left-handed layup for 2. Jack Gilbertson with his first point of the contest. He comes in averaging 13.5 points per game. Holland will see this one. Holland trying to spin his way to the baseline. Holland shot will be short. Rebound here is going to be loose, and Holland will come up with it. Easton with his 5th board inside on the pass. There's a foul and 2 free throws here for Lucas Christensen. Nice find by Lorenz across the paint to Christensen. Foul coming across here on the Huskies. This will be on Gilbertson, his 3rd and the team's 2nd. Free throw opportunity on the way here for Central Cass. Trailing it by 9 and keeping it at 9 after the Christensen miss. Substitution as Zemer will check in here for Central Cass, while Bjorn Kubala will check in here for the Huskies for Gilbertson. Jackson Howell will check out for the Squirrels. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way here for Lucas. Christensen's 2nd toss is in. Now 2 points in the game. Brody Runk will check back in, 48-40. There was 6:02 left to play in the 4th quarter. Huskies with Steffens. Give this one now to Mauk. Mauk with it, lost it for a moment, still loose, and eventually there will be a turnover. Zemer with it to Lorenz. Lorenz able to spin off the backboard, can't get it, and a rebound here for Bjorn Kubala. And now the Huskies will set it up with Steffens. Steffens will see this on the squirrel emblem. Steffens ripping it through right-handed side to Kubala, right wing now to DeVries. DeVries gives it back up top to Ralph, able to reverse this little flex cut, nothing there. Mauk will hand it off now to Kubala, bounce pass to Ralph, and Ralph is going to get fouled. Landon Ralph will head to the free throw line for the first time here tonight. Foul coming across on Holland. That'll be Easton's 2nd, team's 1st in the 4th quarter. And for the Wahpeton Huskies, Landon Ralph 8 of 14 from the line on the season, shooting 2. Free throw attempt is up and in, still a 3-possession game. As you'll see, Gilbertson coming back in here for Wahpeton as Steffens will get a little breather on the bench. Free throw attempt on the 2nd one upcoming here for Ralph with 9 points. Trying to get to 10 and does. Ralph has scored in every quarter so far. 4 rebounds, a nice productive game here for the forward. Back to a 10-point margin right now. Squirrels to Peterson. Peterson bounce pass to Holland. Holland with a couple of dribbles. Holland going hard down the paint. Holland with the right-handed shot. Got it to go. Easton Holland with the drive. Able to finish with the right hand now with 13 points. And Central Cass back within single digits. Huskies to Kubala here. Bjorn back up top. Wahpeton with it with Gilbertson. Gilbertson right-handed side as this one goes to the right wing. It'll be with Mauk. Mauk gives this one now to Ralph. Ralph here at the top, right-handed side of DeVries. DeVries looking for the skip, does inside Ralph. And Ralph will go right back up for 2. Some miscommunication defensively there for the Squirrels on if there was going to be a switch or not. Both went out to the wing on Mauk, and that just made an easy pass for Ralph on the interior. As you see, Brody Runk off the window, good for 2. Brody Runk has 6. As we're nearing the 4-minute mark, Wahpeton more than content to trade field goal for field goal right now, as here's going to be a drive off the window. Shot is no good there by DeVries. Rebound comes down to Holland. Holland making his way into the high post. Holland the other side, pops a pass looking for Runkin. Good defense here by the Huskies as they're able to get a steal. It's a 2-on-2 the other side, and DeVries able to bring it back out the other wing. Taking a couple of dribbles. Here's Wahpeton. Driving kick to Ralph. Ralph with the skip pass now to DeVries as it goes back up top. And Central Cass is getting to the point of the game where they start having to chase it a little bit here, possibly after this possession. Jack Gilbert's in right wing. This one will go to DeVries. DeVries ripping it through. DeVries with 6 seconds. DeVries with a crow hop to the paint for 2. Jackson DeVries now with 4 and a timeout here for Landon Ralph. 3:34 left to play in the fourth quarter. Wahpeton back up by 10 here in Castleton.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. This timeout brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual. Get in touch with Lindsey Johnson at Cass County Mutual in Castleton, or find a local service and a local agent near you by visiting CassCountyMutual.com. Cass County Mutual providing service products all of southeastern North Dakota and beyond. 54-44 here for the Wahpeton Huskies. The difference, again, has been the start of the third quarter, in which Wahpeton went on a 11-0 run. It took the Squirrels 4 minutes to get their first field goal of the third quarter, but that's been the difference. But still enough time from the Central Cass perspective to make a comeback here with 3:34 left to play in the fourth. 54-34. You got one timeout, one foul here for Central Cass, 2 for the Wahpeton Huskies. But Wahpeton, coming out of the half, has been in control of this game. Central Cass at the right wing, little zone defense. Peterson taking a dribble. Peterson slips a pass and nearly stolen away by Steffens. As you will see this now for Central Cass to see what they can come up with offensively. As the Squirrels, we'll see it here with Lorenz. Lorenz on the pass. Chasing this one down is Zemer. As Zemer able to chase it before it went out of bounds. Zemer, we'll see this on the drive. Kick to the baseline. Here's a three-pointer on the way. Left pocket, got it to go. Cole Boer with the triple, and the Squirrels are back within 7. Malk in the front court to Ralph, and here's where Wahpeton has been very heady in this fourth quarter, setting up their half-court offense. If an easy layup opportunity is not there. Right wing, here comes a trap. Gilbert's into the baseline to Steffens. Steffens making his way, tiptoes the baseline here. Steffens with a pass to Malk, left pocket 3 for the answer is going to go short, and Brody Runt comes up with a defensive rebound, his 6th board of the game. Zemer here for the Squirrels at the left wing. Zemer making his way, double, back to Lorenz. Lorenz on the baseline, interior, and there's a block shot by Malk. Wahpeton go on the other side. Gilbert's in right-handed, as the Huskies are going to see a half-court style of trap defense here from the Central Cass perspective. Take care of the ball if you're Wahpeton. Ball will go left wing. Coming off the screen is Kubala. Kubala looking for it. Leaves it now to Ralph. 15 on the shot clock. Little flex offense here as Brody Runk is going to get called for the foul. That's a tough one. Not because it's Runk's second or the team's second, because it's going to reset the shot clock to 35 seconds here and give Wahpeton more opportunity to get this one under a minute and a half. Jackson Howell will check in now as Brody Runk will check out. And if you're the Squirrels, we'll see what they do defensively here. If they go straight up one more time, or if they commit a quick foul, ball will go right wing. Back up top as it'll go to Trenton Malk. Malk with the crossover. Malk making his way to the paint. Left-handed layup for 2. Trenton Malk with 18. Central Cass here in the backcourt. Squirrels with Holland. Here comes a double. Holland to Zemer. Zemer with a hard drive. Zemer with the scoop shot. Can't go. Rebound goes to Steffens. It'll be his 5th of the contest. Steffens taking the screen in the front court. Steffens able to spin as he does. Finds it to Ralph now, and Wahpeton more than content to start killing off some more time here. Steffens taking a dribble, going hard, and this foul will be before the shot, or we get a timeout. Timeout for Jeff Ralph with 1:22 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Coming up, we'll still get to our post-game show, brought to you in part by Tommy's Express. Coming up on our post-game show, we'll take a look at the final numbers in this one, preview what's to come for both teams, and get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. That and more is still to come on our post-game show here tonight from Castleton, in which Wahpeton, a minute and a half away from picking up a road region victory and getting to 5-2 on the season in Region 1 play. Earlier tonight, Valley City made their way down to Lisbon for Region 1 basketball. Highliners trying to pick up a road victory over the Lisbon Broncos, and they were able to do so 65-47. So Valley City now 2-1 in the region. Lisbon drops to 2-5 here in Region 1 play. And then Thompson defeated Oak Grove tonight in a non-region game, 84-52. Let's look at your out-of-town scoreboard here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Huskies, after the timeout from Coach Ralph, they'll have 2 remaining. Right-handed side with the basketball. Taking a couple of dribbles is Malk. Malk weaving his way to Ralph. Now to Steffens. Steffens, this one will be on the deck. Still loose for a moment. Huskies able to spin. Jumper from Gilbertson off the mark. And we'll have a shot clock violation here and a turnover on Wahpeton. But the Huskies able to milk some time off the floor as Cole Boer will check back in. Still a 3-possession game right now with 64 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. The next jump ball would favor Central Cass. Zemer picks this one up now in the front court. Squirrels with Zemer on the baseline. Zemer trying to get the step back up top to Boer. Boer gives it to Runk. Runk going behind the back on Ralph. Now to Zemer. Zemer with the basketball here at the free throw line. Trying to rip it through. Does to Brody. Ball will go out of play as the rip through was coming. Kubala got in there enough just to make it a little bit tougher for Zemer, and a turnover here for Central Cass. As you'll handle it now for the Huskies up the floor. It's a 2-on-1 for Wahpeton. There's the foul as Easton Holland will commit the foul. That'll be his third. Team's third of the fourth quarter, so the Squirrels will still one more to give before it's the bonus. This one goes to Ralph to Steffens. Steffens will get fouled. As Holland will pick up the foul, that'll be his fourth, the team's fourth as well. Wahpeton on the inbounds. This one's going to go to Ralph, and they commit the foul as Ralph will now head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul coming across on Zemer, his first, the team's fifth. Landon Ralph, a nice steady game here tonight with 12 points, 4 rebounds here for the forward. As Ralph to the free throw line to shoot 2 here for Wahpeton. Landon buries this one. Now with 13 points. Substitution as Cole Boer will quickly check back in here for Central Cass. Free throw attempt on the second one on the way here for Landon is good as well. Ralph with 14 points in the contest. Squirrels with Zemer. Now to Lorenz. Lorenz at the wing. Lorenz gives it back up top to Holland. Holland will see this one on the drive. There's a foul, and Holland will go to the free throw line. Jack Gilbertson will pick up his fourth, team's third, and Easton Holland to the stripe with 13 points so far here this evening. As Holland heads the line, Squirrels back in action on Friday at Valley City after the Highlanders picking up a road victory again in Lisbon tonight. Wahpeton will be hosting Northern Cass for a 2-point either win or loss, as that'll be the only time that they will play each other here this season in the region. So it count as either 2 wins or 2 losses when it comes to the region standings. Free throw attempt number 2 for Holland is good. Easton now with 15 points to lead the floor for the Squirrels. Here's a foul quickly by Lorenz. Cash his third, 2 free throw attempts. The other side of the ball here for Wahpeton. Back to a 3-possession game for the moment, barring the free throw attempts here for Steffens. 17 points, 5 rebounds, a 67% free throw shooter on the season for the junior guard. Braden at the free throw line. Got it to go now with 18. matching his teammate Trenton Malkin, scoring with 18 points. Steffens' free throw attempt number 2 on the way. As the Huskies get right to their season average of 60 points with that second made free throw. And we'll handle it at the left wing, and a timeout here for Matt Norman's club, 60-49. Central Cass Squirrels will set up an offensive set here for Matt Norman, and for this young squad for the Squirrels, again, Brody Runk is their only senior. Teaching moments in games like this to get a quick set offensively, draw something up in the huddle, and can you go execute something that you might need to do later on in the year once you get to that Region 1 tournament at the Shack here for Central Cass. With this loss, though, for the Squirrels, they will drop to 2-4 in the region. They will currently be 5th coming into the night, and they will stay 5th, while the Wahpeton Huskies, with this win, would improve to 5-2 in Region 1 play and get to 2nd in the region here this evening and keep it at that particular plateau. Kinder with the win earlier this week over Northern Cass. Valley City with the win over Lisbon here tonight. Wahpeton trying to add to that here with a road victory here this evening for the Huskies. Huskies, game number 14 of their campaign. This is game number 13 here for Central Cass. The Squirrels did add a date with Devils Lake here once the Central Cass Squirrels go up to Devils Lake on the girls' side. The boys just made it a doubleheader with the Firebirds after you had some Mother Nature moving some games around earlier here this season. Ball will go left and inside. There's a steal by Kubala. Kubala handles this one now to Malkin. All that Wahpeton needs to do is dribble this clock out, and Central Cass won't foul. The Wahpeton Huskies coming to Castleton tonight and pick up a hard-fought, earned victory. The difference, that 11-0 run to begin the second half of play. And that's where the Wahpeton Huskies will win this one tonight on the road, 60-49 here this evening. The Huskies led by the 19 points of Steffens, the 18 for Malkin, the 14 for Landon Ralph, all for the Central Cass Squirrels, led by the 15 of Easton Holland here tonight, and the 10 points of Keegan Peterson. With the victory here for Wahpeton, they improved to 8-6 on the season, 5-2 in Region 1 play. With the loss here for Central Cass, they will drop to 4-9 on the season, and also they will drop to 2-4 in Region 1 play. Coming up on our post-game show, we'll take a look at the final numbers. Dan and more still to come on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show here tonight in Castleton. The Huskies pick up a road Region 1 victory.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Hi, we're Tommy's Express. Scan the QR code for a fast pass to a free month of washing. Our modern car wash offers a bright, open environment and a low-stress conveyor belt entry. Our signature scent, ceramic body wax, spot-free rinse, and heated blowers give you the best shine in town. Check out the wash for yourself. Washing your car is easy, fast, and fun. Visit Tommy's Express today.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
As we come back on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show here tonight from Castleton, a 60-49 win for the visiting Wahpeton Huskies. Wahpeton 16 points in the first quarter, 14 in the second, 16 in the third, and 14 in the fourth. While for the Central Cass Squirrels, 15 in the first quarter, 14 in the second, 7 in the third quarter, and they had 13 points in quarter number 4 here. Taking a look at the final numbers tonight, Wahpeton led by the 19 points of Steffens. Steffens goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line with 5 rebounds and a made 3. 18 points for Trenton Mauk. Mauk with 18 points, scored in every quarter, hit 2 threes here tonight. A nice performance by the junior forward Landon Ralph. 14 points. He goes 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Ralph also with 4 rebounds. Landon with 14. 4 points for Jackson DeVries. 3 points for Kubala and 2 points for Gilbertson here tonight for the Wahpeton Huskies. Again, Wahpeton led by the 19 of DeVries and the 18 by Steffens. Huskies go 9 of 13 from the free throw line here this evening, and they hit 3 3-pointers in the win with 9 turnovers. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, they would finish individually with Easton Holland with 15 points. Holland goes perfect from the free throw line, 7 of 7 with 6 rebounds. 10 points then for Keegan Peterson with a pair of made threes. You had 6 points for Brody Runk with 6 rebounds. 5 points on the way for Jackson Haug off the bench with a made 3-pointer. 4 points for Cash Lorenz, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Then you got 2 points here for Zemer, the same for Zane Blix and Lucas Christensen here tonight. Again, the Central Cass Squirrels led by the 15 of Easton Holland. They go 13 of 15 from the free throw line. 4 made 3-pointers tonight for Central Cass, and they would have 14 turnovers. Again, this is our post-game show brought to you in part by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Check out Tommy's Express Car Wash, part of your clean routine with 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. They have the tools and the expertise to keep your car clean inside and out. Our Agassiz Precision Egg play of the contest here tonight. That'll come off the 11-0 run to begin the second half of play. It was 30-29. The Huskies able to have a good start to that second half, and in doing so, built the lead up by double digits. They would never relinquish the lead back or have a tie as the Huskies, again, play the game as the start of the second half. Brought to you in part by Agassiz Precision Egg, your local precision planting dealer with locations in Hillsboro. Go to visitplanterdoc.com. Again, that is planterdoc.com. It was an 11-0 run to begin the first 3 minutes of this second half. And our Enbridge Energy players of the game, kind of a trio here tonight for the Huskies, again with Steffens Mauk and Landon Ralph, as the trio was able to get 51 of the Huskies' 60 points tonight here between Steffens Mauk and also Landon Ralph. They were able to get the 51 of the 60 points. That is our Enbridge Energy players of the game. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from the victorious Huskies. That's next on our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we come back on our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show, joining us again is Braden Steffens here with 19 points to lead the floor for the Wahpeton Huskies. And Braden, for you guys, let's just start the third quarter play. 11-0 run over the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. You built that lead. You never gave it back. Just what was the difference that you saw from your club coming out of, that halftime break?
Well, every game we want to come out of the half strong. We don't want to come out lazy, and I feel like that was the key to the game, that run we had to come out of the half.
able to have, Mr. Mauk there, Trayton able to get 18 points, a couple of threes. Also, Landon Ralph with some big points here tonight with 14. What did you just kind of see from those two, able to have that balanced scoring?
Well, they can all shoot the ball, and I feel like we all created equally for each other to pass and kick or drive and kick to each other.
How big was the defense to offense in that third quarter, too? You got some steals, you got some easy transition buckets before they could set up that defense. How big was that in that third?
Well, we always say the defense leads to our offense, so it has to start on defense, and after we get the defense going, it's way easier to score.
What have you liked from this team here, Brady, in 3 games in Region 1 play with wins at Valley City, home to Lisbon, here on the road again against Central Cass before you get ready for a 2-point game against Northern Cass this Friday? What have you liked best about your team over the last week of basketball?
The defense for sure has been the best thing that I like. We're holding teams to Lisbon was like 30, and I think they had Central Cass had 49, so our defense was really good.
Final thing for me, Braden, how have you seen this team gel? Every year is a little bit different. You're past the midway point. You're getting to that final month here before you get to the Shack for that Region 1 tournament. How have you seen this team kind of just gel with the quality of competition that you played this year?
Well, last year we were kind of small, and this year it took a while to get used to us being small, and I feel like we're getting put together pretty well right now.
Braden, congratulations on the win. Best of luck going forward, especially on Friday night.
Thank you, sir.
We'll continue after this and hear from the head coach of the Huskies. That's Jeff Ralph next here in Castleton.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
As we come back on our Tommy's Express Car Wash postgame show, join us as the head coach. That is Jeff Ralph here on our postgame show. And for you, Jeff, I know we talked about it. You and Matt Norman both kind of sent our pregame, trying to limit the paint touches, trying to limit that downhill mentality. But we saw both teams maybe not do that to either game plan in the first half. But in the second half, you definitely saw that right off the bat at halftime. What just kind of changed to open up that third quarter of play?
Well, I think we adjusted our defense a little bit, and that, I think, kind of caught them off guard maybe a little bit, got them on their heels. And, that Holland kid really goes to the basket strong. And we thought we'd put Jack on him, see if we could contain the dribble a little better. But I thought we really did a great job in the second half. And I think our defense led to a lot of offense for us, which, you get a couple of easy buckets. We didn't shoot it very good in the first half. I thought we had a bunch of good looks. Didn't shoot it very good, but we got a couple of easy ones, and that kind of gets you rolling. And offensively, if we can roll, we're pretty good. I mean, we can score some points in bunches.
I know it's after the fact, but how important was this particular win? You go on the road in Region 1 play. You got a 2-point game with Northern Cass coming up on Friday night, so a lot of points to be had in the region, so to speak, this week. But how big was it to start the week off with a win?
Well, I tell you what, this team gives us trouble. I mean, how they play, their style, the zone that they play, and it just kind of – it looks like we're just standing around and they're running all over. And, I think the way we adjusted in the second half was really good. The kids responded. And, I don't know if it's coaching. I think it's kids doing what we've showed them to do, last week and yesterday or whatever. But I think our kids just resilient. And that's a tough team. And they're young. I mean, Matt's got a good crew coming. And this is a game I was really worried about. We didn't play great in the last time we played them, and we felt like that we just mismanaged the last 3.2 seconds of that game, and that was a win that we felt like we probably should have gotten. So to come here and get this one, I think for region standing is really huge.
You're able to go 8 of 8 from the free throw line in the second half, but how about the trio again? Braden, Trayton, and also Landon here in this one, combined for 51 of the 60 points. Just what did you kind of see from those three in particular? Because it seemed like when all three of them had the ball, there was high leverage shots and good looking shots for all three throughout the game.
Yep, I think Trey kind of had us going early in the game, hit a couple shots right away. But you can see, his athleticism, a couple of those rebounds he got, offensive rebounds late, just big. Braden off the dribble. I mean, he's I feel really lucky to have him for one more year after this, He does a lot of good things. And I thought tonight Landon with 14, those are 14 points that I feel like, Matt's not counting on us getting. Landon can get maybe 6 or something, but for him to get 14, and a lot of it was off dribble penetration, and we dished to him. They had a couple switches, and he slipped and got a bucket, and those are plays we've just kind of been waiting for someone to make, and we found Landon tonight, and 14 big points for him. That's huge for us inside because we're not really a post team. So for us to get those points inside are really big.
I know there's still a lot of games to be had, but now you got a little cushion, so to speak, with that number 2 spot in the region at 5-2 in Region 1 play. You got Northern Cass coming up, then kind of the second time through the region, so to speak, here, Jeff. So we kind of chatted about it a little bit on the pregame, but coming off with another 4-quarter of victory here tonight. Biggest thing is what for this Husky team going forward with the last month of the regular season before you get to the Shack for that region tournament?
Well, we got to just stay hungry. I think we've seen, especially early January, when we were kind of complacent. We thought, oh, here we are, we're going to show up and win. And the energy in what we've done has been pretty good. I thought we were maybe back on our heels against that zone in the second quarter, but I thought our energy was good, and it's been good in practice, and that's hard to do day after day after day, and I think they brought it, and I think that paid off for us tonight. So just staying hungry, make sure we're guarding, sticking to our principles, and the coaches said after the last couple of games, man, we're sticking to the game plan. We're doing what we want to do. I thought we should have did a better job on Holland tonight, but I really think the boys are really locked in with what we want to do, and if we can get a couple easy buckets, we can be a pretty good basketball team.
Final thing for me, Jeff, before you let you go, how fun is this time of year, Coach, or is it more agonizing? I mean, how do you look at it? Obviously, wins are nice, especially this late in the season. You kind of come through those dog days of the year where you go to school, it's dark, you leave practice, it's dark. Now you can see the sunlight a little bit, but what does this time of the year mean for a coach, knowing that you only have so many more practices and so many more games before you get to that must-win territory in the postseason?
This is the time where we're running on 5 hours of sleep and watching film and doing all that stuff, and but it's the best time. It's the best time for me, for our kids, the way they perform. It's a lot of fun. But I think Friday night, Northern Cass, that's 2 wins if you win, so that's 2 huge points, and I think the biggest game of the year for us. So Friday night's going to be fun.
Hey, Jeff, congratulations on the win. Enjoy the trek down to Wahpeton, and hopefully we'll talk with you later on this season. That, again, the head coach for Jeff Ralph, as we take his breath away with the road victory here today in Castleton. We'll continue after this here on your LiveEvent.com.
This is Chris Brecken from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. We specialize in seed meter calibration, planter maintenance, and offer the full line of precision planting products. Walking your fields with you, helping you identify maintenance issues on your planter, develop a plan that puts you back in control of your planter. That's what we do here at Agassiz Precision Ag. Stop by or give us a call. Agassiz Precision Ag, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
High school basketball here today on your LiveEvent.com. Again, your final on the Bank North scoreboard, 60-49. Just hearing from Jeff Ralph, the Huskies, as he alluded to, big 2 points either way if you win or you lose. If they can beat the Jags, they can not necessarily clinch the number 2 seed, but it would be a nice little gap between them and everybody else outside of Kindred, who's number 1. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, they fall here today to now 2-4 in Region 1 play. Another Region 1 game at Valley City on Friday night after the Highlanders picked up a victory in Lisbon here earlier this evening. Your final again, Wahpeton behind the 19 points of Steffens, Central Cass led by the 15 here of Easton Holland. Join us for more high school basketball coverage on Thursday as the Wahpeton Husky girls come into Castleton. We'll have that for you here on your LiveEvent.com. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night and join us for more high school basketball coverage, wrestling, and hockey coverage throughout the week here on your Live Event.